everybody! So, today we've got a toy unboxing. More of a doll unboxing, really. But it's a little bit of a strange one. And it's strange because these are not new dolls. They are new to me dolls, but they are not new dolls in any sense of the imagination. A couple months ago, actually, for one of my Halloween videos, in my Halloween, I went to Target. And I actually picked up all 3 of the Monster High Garden Ghouls winged critters. And I just never took them out of the box. Never. Just, they sat on the floor in my apartment for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was like, hey, I still have these guys to take out.
Elyse isn't usually like a mint on card collector, so
No.
this is very strange for her.
Yeah, usually, like, if the only dolls that I tend to keep new in box are either Comic-Con dolls or things of that nature. So, it's a little weird for that. And then, a couple weeks ago, and you might remember these from my 5 Below haul video that we did recently, we actually managed to pick up all of the Ever After High Forest Pixies. Alright, these dolls are from the Dragon Games line, and this is from, like, I want to say, like, 2015 or 2016. These are older. I'm trying to check because, I mean, as we know, Ever After High is kind of a deadline right now. And yeah, copyright 2015.
Lord knows about Monster High.
So, these are not the newest dolls in the world.
But they're small.
They're small.
And they're like different scales.
And they're super cute, and basically what I wanted to do was just kind of like...
We've got plenty of other Monster High dolls in here for comparison.
Yeah, I mean, there's even one up on the shelf over there. We've got one of the dolls over there. You've got Ever After right there.
Yeah, I've got a Raven like right here.
So what I wanted to do was basically just kind of open these up and see what they were all about, because I missed doing doll.
Throwing Raven over. So we'll have Raven for scale.
I kind of miss doing the doll unboxings. Monster High and Ever After High, the lines have both kind of just stopped.
I got a question for you guys out there. If you are this might be the question of the day later.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm going to shoot it now.
So while you're asking, I'm going to start unboxing. This is Wingrid the Dragonfly.
Okay. If you guys are currently collecting Playline dolls,
what are your lines of
collecting?
Choice? I mean, I know there's those DC Superhero Girls dolls, but I don't particularly care for DC Comics. There are also the Star Wars.
I think there's like some Star Wars dolls.
Yeah, and I actually have 2 of them. I have the Leia and I have one of the Reys.
And I know we bought one for a niece of ours.
Yeah, but there are only so many of those. So I'm curious.
What are you collecting?
What are you collecting? Do you collect Barbie? Do you collect Because
Elyse and I are both real into Monster and Ever After High, but they're just about gone.
Dead in the water, basically. I mean, Ever After High is long gone. Monster High, if it isn't gone
it's on
already,
its
its last legs. And that's really sad. Because I loved that. Like, Monster High is the line that I always wanted when I was a kid. Because Barbie, like, and I got a lot of love for Barbie, don't get me wrong.
Like, if you've ever been around this channel, you know Elyse has a lot of love for Barbie.
Yeah.
Is she supposed to clip into Teresa?
Yes, all 3 of these clip into Teresa somehow.
Okay, so there's like a little stand, like a little seat stand for them that clips into Teresa?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So this is Wingrid. She's the dragonfly.
We'll insert some close-ups.
We'll try to get some close-ups. And she is absolutely dear. She's got a very sweet face.
Very similar in scale to the old She-Ra dolls.
Yes. All of the clothing is plastic. Like, rubber plastic.
Like second phase Polly Pocket stuff.
Yeah. The face-up is perfect on this one. Her arms are textured. They do not move independently of one another. They don't have jointed wrists.
Do her shoulders move?
Her shoulders move. They move
a little
back
bit?
and forward. They do not move out.
Okay.
Same with the legs. The knees do not bend. But the shoes do look like they will come off at some point. The plastic is actually a little bit, like, pearlized. So it's really neat. So this is Wingrid. I'm going to put her over here.
Just off camera.
Just off camera. Next, I am going to open up Beatrice. And she is the bee.
She looks a lot like the...
She looks a lot like the Creative Monster Bee girl. Which is pretty cool.
I always wish that they just produced that as a full
Yeah,
doll,
I wish
thought
we
she was
got
so
more,
pretty.
like, Insect Girls.
We kind of got that in Luna Matthews.
Yeah, and Luna's one of my favorites.
We're
like,
kind of getting that here, but it's not.
These aren't
the
full
same
characters, really. So this is Beatrice, and her neck joint is a little loose. There's her little sitting thing. Now this is a bit different, because Wingrid's went entirely around her waist. Or it was like a,
Like a seat.
Like, yeah, and this is as well, but I can't actually... I wish I had my Teresa with me. That might make this a little bit easier. But, I mean... But, okay, here we go. So here's... And again,
Beatrice.
Here's Beatrice. Again, her little hair accessory here is a button.
Do her boots come off?
They do. The boots do come off, much like
So they
Wingrid's
have, like,
shoes.
full feet under there, or they got, like, little Bratz doll pegs?
Let's see. They have full feet.
Oh, cute!
So they're tiny,
Okay.
tiny. But again, they're supposed to go in Teresa, and then maybe when I get home, I'll see if I can. I can't make any guarantees with that one though because my Teresa is very delicate. So there's Beatrice, and then lastly we have Lumina. And the one thing I noticed with Lumina in particular is that her face up is fine, but the plastic itself is damaged.
And I wonder if that's due to the age of the doll? I mean, they're not super old, but when I was looking at the package before we started this video, I noticed that there were like little pits in her vinyl.
Yeah, it's different. You know, this is like the most complex removal from a package system, I swear.
They don't want pieces getting stolen.
Yeah.
And I mean, that makes sense.
I like her hair. It's like hot pink, and it's actually, her hair colors remind me greatly of Michelle Mermaid from Ever After High. Almost the exact same color scheme. And here's her little, like, lightning bug butt. Try to click that in. She's got, like, a little toadstool to sit on.
I'd like to also say all of their body parts have unique casts.
Yes.
And I believe all of their heads are unique casts. So that is, again...
That's very Monster High.
Even in these tiny little dolls, they're still
God,
I miss Effort, you guys.
Yeah, Effort was good. I miss
Monster High used to be the most beautiful line.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. So it looks like her headband is a safety pin, and I'm not quite sure I get the reference there. Her face up, the paint is perfect, but the vinyl itself is pitted.
We'll get
scarred.
some like macro shots of this.
Yeah. Her arm is permanently up, but they are textured. Well, I guess I think she and...
They have different antennas, so even if they had similar casts, it's not the exact same. The antennas are cast pieces, I think. Or are they inserted?
I can't tell, and I'm not going to be able to get through to see that. So that's the 3 Garden Ghouls winged creatures. We're moving on to the first of the Forest Pixies, Deerla. I already started to open the box, but it's deceptively misleading because, like, look, there's all this open space down here.
Did she even come with a brush or anything?
Nope, no brush, no stand.
I mean, I didn't expect a stand.
These were not full-price dolls, even at the time. These were, I want to say these were like $10, if not, maybe a little more, maybe $15. Original retail.
Oh, who would have paid $15 for that?
I certainly did not.
Ever After High was a little pricey.
I waited for this line to go on clearance before I picked any of them up.
And that's how we got them at Five Below.
So this is Deerla.
I was going to say about Five Below, they had a ton of Equestria Girls dolls too.
Yes. Deerla is super, super sweet. Her dress has stags on it in the printing. The quality of the cloth of the dress is not the best, especially, I mean, this is obviously a higher, better version of a Raven Queen doll, but just for height comparison's sake, she's small. She's probably about the size of like a Monster High little sister, like Howleen, or...
I actually thought one of them
like
was
Mercedes.
supposed to be, they're smaller than Howleen.
Howleen? Okay.
Yeah, if you want, I can dig out my Howleen.
Don't worry about it.
They are smaller than
but
that.
they are so perfect. Like, she has the perfectly sweetest little face.
Because Howleen was still articulated.
And again, this is one of the most nicely painted up that I've seen. You know, she's got like a perfect little face up. Her lips are great. The hair is nice and soft. There is a bit of glue head here, but I also wouldn't mess with it because she's got the horns and they are well secured.
Yeah, they're probably in there pretty good.
Got a little belt.
Just do me a favor. Does she have ears down there on her head?
She does have ears. So she's got 4 ears.
Okay, because I wanted to compare her to Gilda Goldstag from Monster High, because I think they're supposed to be like the same thing.
Well, Gilda's the Golden Hind, which is
I guess she's the Golden Four.
Grown. So we are moving on. We are moving on to Hairlow now, and this is the little rabbit girl. I didn't actually see the Dragon Games movie. I heard that one of my favorite characters plays a very prominent role, but I just never got around to it. I really like Darling, Charming. Like, she's great. Totally.
Like, Daring has been such a butthead this whole time. Yeah. So, like,
Daring,
come on, Darling.
Turturoni. But
Turturoni and jeez.
Okay, now Hairlow her hair's a bit flyaway, but again, super darling face. The face up is perfect. She's got little whiskers. Her ears are well implanted.
Now, is there not a line that Mattel sells?
Yes, Mattel.
That looks almost exactly like these?
I believe they're called Enchantimals. But they are basically animal, furry people thing. I'm not 100%
And they also have
certain.
Pets. Like, yeah, they have pets, but they also are pets.
I know there's like a little skunk girl that looked pretty cute. I like, like...
I haven't ever seen them in a store, though. I
haven't seen them for a while.
I saw them talked about online.
Oh, okay, so she also has a little plastic belt that really blends in with her dress. The dress, there's little rabbits on it, so obviously. And then her shoes do come off. They're slid up at the back so you can remove them.
Okay.
They are harder plastic than most of the other feet.
So her knees don't bend. Can she sit?
Her waist does not bend.
Oh, so she's one...
Well, no, here's the thing.
Her legs...
Yeah, the legs bend.
Okay, her hips bend then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Last, we have Featherly, who was the one that I thought they kind of missed the mark the most on.
When we saw these at Five Below, I thought she was one of Laguna's sisters.
Yes.
Because recently, in a last-ditch effort to expand Monster High to a younger audience, they gave everybody just like a billion little siblings. Like everybody's got like 4 stages of sibling.
It was cute when it was how, like, the wolf family, because it made sense. But then they gave, like, Cleo a baby, like 2 baby brothers.
No, there's like a mummy baby, and it's messed up. There's like a toddler.
Yeah, okay, so
do you know how sad a baby mummy is? Do you know how many of these characters are dead?
Okay, so here's the thing. Featherly has a great face up. I love the face paint. Wouldn't change it for the world.
Beautifully styled hair.
Hate the hair.
Oh, I love the hair.
I mean, it's styled nicely. I just don't care for it. I think it would look better in a different color. Like, there's nothing else about this doll that is like dirty blonde, you know?
The hair
That's what makes me think
maybe the wrong color.
Yeah.
But I love the texture, and I wouldn't change that.
The texture's great. The curls are great.
I know that Honey Swamp had routinely beautifully textured hair, and I don't think they ever gave us that on an Ever After High doll.
No, not really. The dress is...
Why are you so afraid to give dolls textured hair?
Give dolls textured hair! Here's Raven and Hairlow together. Very cute, I think.
Yeah, but you can see how little.
They're so small compared.
Can we get a comparison of the little spritey babies?
Okay, and these are going to be...
Just stack them 3D.
Yeah, so they're even smaller. These come up to like the waist of the Forest Pixies.
Yeah, they're little. They're really so little. They are about on size with the Happy Meal Barbies for this year or last year.
So that's what we've got for this random doll unboxing. Thank you for sticking around. I don't know how many more I will be doing for Monster High Ever After High, simply because I don't know if the lines are going to be continuing, and that kind of stinks. I really like them.
Us out.
But yeah. So thank you very much for watching. Question of the day. We addressed it before, but I'm going to reiterate it. If you are a Playline doll collector, what are you currently picking up? You know, what's on your go to the store, check them out list?
What's on your radar?
What's on your radar? Is there anything you're looking for? Have you moved on to, say, you know, American Girl? Have you moved on to BJDs?
You moved back to Barbie?
Let me know. I'm very curious to see what other collectors are picking up these days. My social media links are in the description below. If you would like to see more toy unboxing videos, I got a whole bunch of them. I'll link them after this. If you're interested in sticking around, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. If you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later!